Well, hello everyone.
Hi.
How about this?
Awesome.
We're back.
Yes, we recorded a lot of content today as well. That's for sure. I think I want to dive right in.
Why are
That
you
Dan-
wearing short sleeves? That's what we should dive right
Let me
into.
just stretch
That's
a little bit.
You've been working out for 2 days.
No, I'm not talking about 24 hour.
All right.
I'm not trying to say that what I was going to say is, okay, the Dan stuff, right? We are going to follow up, everybody. Dan's been totally cooperative. Dan is definitely working on some things that will benefit the world. The only reason we haven't done it yet is we're waiting on one more set of transcripts from their transportation company. But I got to tell you, I've been extremely impressed with their willingness to talk, improve, open-mindedness, and that's all that we really want, right?
Yeah.
That's all we wanted anyway. We just want people to have a better experience. So stay tuned. I know you thought maybe we were going to update you. We will. So that get rid of that one right away. And we recorded a bunch of content today. I'm really excited to release it, actually.
Yeah, we've been out for a while. I'm trying to get in the middle of this.
I am not wearing a jacket because
it's
I
hot.
wanted to wear my same shirt as Gus, but I'm cold.
It's pretty hot in here, but yeah, so we just wanted to go live and talk to you guys, answer some questions, see what people are up to. We are excited about Bonaire, but we know we haven't released the video in a few weeks now, so there's a video coming out this Monday, and then we have a few more coming in, at least weekly for a while, so we're excited.
I think there may be some really cool surprises for Bonaire. I'm just saying.
For sure.
Whoever's going is in for, boy, you're in for a treat.
Let's see if we have some questions. Hello
Plus,
from
we're going to
Mallorca.
have the Dive Talk Go at Bonaire. That I can announce. We will have the actual, probably the production version, and some major modifications have been made to it. It's beautiful, and we'll let you guys try it.
Efe, 1 a.m.
Efe.
joining us from, I guess, Turkey.
What's happening? Hello,
I know
hello,
he was
hello.
going to Europe.
It's good to see you, my friend. There's Terry, of course.
Mm-hmm. Now you decide to go to Bonaire when you move to Curacao. Okay, then come over to Bonaire.
Yeah,
It's right next to it. Andres. Let's see. Any questions
from
for
Mallorca.
us?
Victor, what's going on, man?
Mallorca, yeah. I'll be there later this year. It's exciting. I'm excited about it.
Is that a dive talk trip, or because I don't remember?
No.
Seems to be a lot of those. What about all the new rebreathers we keep saying? Yes, I just talked about it. We will be very soon rolling out an entirely new website. It's absolutely magnificent. Terry and Gus have really worked hard on it, along with Steve.
Yeah.
He's really an incredible designer. We have, and we will be then giving all of the long-awaited details on the new Dive Talk Go. What you've seen so far, if you have seen some photos of it, it is going to be dramatically improved. I mean, some of the streamlining and look that Mike has done on the latest one is amazing. We can't wait for those coming to the Bonaire trip to try it with us. We're going to bring a few. It's going to be unbelievable. It's so nice and easy to dive.
Yep.
And that's coming.
Any advice you would give for your first time on a tri rebreather? Fairly experienced Patty DM trying a rebreather for the first time. What's the advice?
I would tell them that go in open-minded. Don't think, oh my God, this is terrible. I never want to do it, because everybody goes through this uphill climb, and almost during your class, sometimes you're like, I regret it. I shouldn't have bought it. And then you come over the other side and you're like, I don't ever want to dive without my rebreather again. So patience. Don't expect in a tri rebreather that's what it's going to feel like. We were just talking the other day, Gus and I, about somebody that went through a class, and on their ascent, they were struggling a little bit. There's a lot going on when you ascend in a rebreather. And we forget, because it's a second nature now, right?
Yeah.
And like everything, the more you use it, the easier it becomes. But the Dive Talk Go, man, that thing was, I think, easy from the moment you put it on.
Yeah. Somebody's asking also if we got to dive with the Blue World guys in Mexico, and no, the answer is no. I didn't get to dive with them, mainly because it was for a trip that we did together, and we have multiple teams diving in multiple cenotes, and the one where I got to dive wasn't the one where Jonathan and Todd were diving. So we did get to hang out together, spend a bunch of hours with those guys before and after diving. Had dinner with them, all that good stuff. We recorded a video for the Blue World Plus. If you haven't seen it, I talk about laying line and kind of the tips and tricks that I use. So go ahead and check it out. But I didn't get to dive with them this time around.
The Dive Talk Go, right now, the original model coming out has about a 3-hour scrubber. Mm-hmm. And we are getting it into multiple agencies as we speak. I just had a good conversation with somebody pretty high up with Patty today, somebody from SSI and somebody from RAID. And already the first class, which I'm an instructor on now, is with IANTD. That one has it limited to 100 feet with no deco, but it's being tested right now to be a full trimix rebreather. It's testing out great. I dove it in Cozumel with depth deeper than 100 feet with lots of deco for an entire week, and it was perfect. It's my favorite rebreather to dive. Clip, 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 clip. It's on your chest.
It's awesome.
The work of breathing is so chilled because the counter lungs are right near your lungs, so there's very little hydrostatic pressure, water not pushing in the counter lungs and making it resistance to breathe. It's just a remarkable invention by Mike. And we're happy to be partnering with them, and it's the Dive Talk Go. That is the official name of it now. And, yeah. Thank you for saying that. Lawless Lula. Lawless Lulu. Thanks for being a bright spot on YouTube. That's really nice of you. I like your icon color. It's pink.
Somebody's saying hi from Chile.
I've been to Chile. I hiked all through Chile.
Oh, that's right.
It was great. Yeah, it's amazing.
I've never been to Chile. I guess the southernmost I've been is New Zealand, I guess, but in South America is Brazil. That's the as far south as I've been.
Yeah, the swimming schools are coming along. I'm working really hard, and I'm really missing diving right now, and I've been texting Gus every day. Why are we not in the van headed towards a dive of any type whatsoever?
I know, right? Did you guys ever dive anywhere in Europe? Iceland, for me. That's the only place.
Iceland and England and Italy are the three. And, yeah, those are the three places in
Where do you dive
Europe.
in Italy?
I dove by the, like the Blue Grottos or whatever. Those Blue Grottos.
Yeah, in Williston.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Williston. Not that Blue Grotto. The real Blue Grottos.
Yeah. I've seen those videos. They have like a restaurant and stuff at the Blue Grotto. It's beautiful. For real, in Italy, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, that whole area is gorgeous.
Yeah. How are you feeling, Woody? They're asking. How's your recovery?
Really, really good. I did a big dive afterwards, waited 30 days with Doug Ebersol. We dove a few cave dives with our DPVs. I hydrated a ton. Perfect. No problem. I've been working out every day. It's hard. I push myself into the gym, and it's not easy. I mean, there's plenty of times like when I'm tired, but I already woke up this morning, and I'm using Apple Fitness, by the way. I'm finding it to be so beneficial. It's like I just dial in on Apple Fitness how long I want it, what I want to focus on.
I just want to give a shout out to Fungal Spore, I guess, for the super chat. Thank you for that. And yeah, any of you guys that want to leave a super chat, we appreciate that. And also become members. I have a bunch of content, by the way, from the expedition trip to Cozumel that I'm just going to release to members because there's so much dive exploration, surveying, laying line, like all that kind of work. And I have footage from Mike, from Randall, from my own camera.
I loved watching it. He showed me some of that today.
It's a lot.
Awesome.
So members only, because it won't have any reaction or anything. It's just content. If you are interested in that stuff, I'm going to release it there. So thank you for that.
We saved your eustachian tubes. I don't know how, but Sky Talker, we saved your eustachian tubes. I rub mine every once in a while. Oh yeah, this feels like,
okay. Somebody says you should try
rub
Portugal,
that thing out.
Azores. I know that Jonathan Bird does a lot of cave diving in Portugal.
Oh,
We should
I would
definitely
love to do that. I've
check
hiked
that out.
all through Portugal and Spain, and ice climbed in Spain actually.
Wow,
And I ate a lot of food in Portugal.
Portugal is awesome.
It is.
Let's see.
How do you guys breathe underwater?
What?
Like with a regulator or the rebreather, and we go like this.
We go like
And
this.
then we're breathing. That's it.
Nice.
That's a dive class.
Let's see. What other questions do we have?
I'm reading. I have no interest in being a professional dive instructor. What are your thoughts and opinions on taking the Dive Master course just for the knowledge? Yeah, I think it's okay. There are a lot of people that do want to do things like that just for the knowledge. How much will you gain of additional knowledge from a recreational Dive Master class? It depends on your instructor, right? Because the materials themselves, yeah, it'll further your education. But if you have an instructor that will really try to bring you to the next level, really start getting you thinking about truly being a diver, like planning dives and stuff like that, it can be very beneficial.
Yeah. Somebody's asking, where can they get a t-shirt, a Dive Talk t-shirt? Just go to shopdivetalk.com. That's the merch website. If you want this specific t-shirt, we actually gave this away. We still have some, so if we ever run into you, let us know. If we have our van, because we have all our
So I can
t-shirts.
show the back of it. I'll try.
We have all of our t-shirts in the van. So if we're somewhere diving, yeah, let us know that you are a Dive Talk subscriber, and we'll hook you up. We don't sell these. Good job, Woody. Showing that. Let's see.
Yeah, I tried to straighten the arched back, old man back thing I got going on, but
What do you think about the guy who broke the record of solo diving? What record?
yeah, I don't know if I know which one.
I don't know either. How do you handle the cravings to dive? You just, I mean, what can you do? I mean, that's 24/7 for me, so I guess you get numb at some point. Like, do you ever not crave diving? Is that a thing?
No, but it's bad right now. Like I'm twitching it out right now.
Twitchy, yeah.
I see Terry is mentioning which link are we currently using for merch. I didn't know we had a different link.
ShopDiveTalk.com. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same one. I think, unless something changed.
Yep. How do you get stones out of your rebreather? Stones? What do you mean? I don't.
You mean like if they get like in the DSV or something?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, you got to open it up and make sure they're not trapped inside those mushroom valves, because remember, those are one-way valves, and if there's a stone in there and that gas can go the other way, that's a problem, right? Because you could get a CO2 hit.
Right.
How did you guys build a custom van? Oh, yeah, you guys. Yeah, we are going to make. I keep asking Gus because the van is absolutely epic, which Gus did a massive amount of the design on.
It's a team effort.
And Mike built a ton of it, and other people built it. Had a lot of people have had their hand in it. I actually had my hand in it, like in the van. That's what I contributed.
You've sat in it.
And one time I was on the steering wheel, but no, it's amazing. I don't think there's anything like it in the world. I think what we're waiting on is to finalize it, including wrapping it on the outside. Then we're going to do a whole video. It's going to be incredible to see what
we've had this question several times. Do you ever get scared of running into like a monster fish inside a cave or something?
I've already seen so many aliens underwater that it doesn't.
Okay.
And they're cool. They're smart. Do you think diving with a willing friend for the first time, try scuba open water, would be better experience than going in on my lonesome? Definitely. It would be a better experience every time you dive. I don't think you should ever dive on your lonesome. Ever.
Yep.
For many reasons, but
I heard that trying rebreathers means to unlearn a lot of the things that you learn as an open circuit diver. Was that your experience with it? I mean,
Well,
a lot of it,
go ahead.
a lot of you have to be an open circuit diver before you can be a rebreather diver. So a lot of the skills translate, like not holding your breath when you're ascending and things like that. That's still all applicable. However, the way you control your buoyancy changes, immediately. It's completely different between open circuit and rebreather. Breathing in to slow down your descent doesn't work on a rebreather the way it works in open circuit. So you do have to relearn that. And I've had, when we were having this conversation, I told Woody that the more experience you are with open circuit, the harder it is to learn rebreather, it seems like, because everything is so ingrained in your head that you don't really think about it. Like controlling your buoyancy on open circuit diving when you have like 500 dives on your belt, you don't even think about it. You just breathe in, breathe out. Your body just does it. And then you go into a rebreather and nothing works. You get frustrated because none of the skills that are seamless now work when you're learning how to dive a rebreather. So you have to learn. You don't have to unlearn what you know, because you will still dive open circuit. And if you're not a rebreather and you bail out, you'll be open circuit. So you won't unlearn that, but you do have to learn how to dive a rebreather. And it gets a time where you just switch immediately. Like Woody and I, for example, and any other experienced rebreather diver would be able to dump a rebreather, put an open circuit, and be as proficient. It's not like you jump and be like, oh, how do you do this? Like you forgot. No, you'll know exactly how to do it. And then take that off, put a rebreather on, and know exactly how to do it. It's like your brain can switch back and forward easily. Right?
Definitely.
All right, let's see. What else? I don't know if I see any other questions.
Let's see.
You guys should come and visit.
I wonder if free divers would have an easier time to convert to rebreathers. Well, if they learned it maybe from the start, maybe, but we can't do that, so it doesn't matter. It's just once you get it, it's second nature, just like Gus explained a minute ago. Yes, Patrick Hum, congrats. He is the newest member of the KISS team. He is a KISS Spirit CCR diver.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those videos of where they put like cats and dogs in dive gear. I really feel sorry for them.
So dumb.
Because if anything ever happened, it could kill that animal. And I think we don't understand a dog or cat's metabolism for their decompression risks. I think it's cruel, frankly. Shouldn't be done.
What is the deepest you've gone? Okay, so there's an interesting thing I wanted to mention since we were talking about the website. If you go to the website, which right now you can access via shopdivetalk.com, there's a bio section now on the website. And in our bio section, you can see those answers like what's the deepest we've dived, how many cave dives we have, when did I start diving, things like that. So like those common questions. You can also get an answer on why do you like pink, which we get a lot, that question. We put an answer there. So go and check out the bio, which is interesting. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out and tell us what you think.
Can you say it again slowly, the website?
Shopdivetalk.com.
Shopdivetalk.com is the updated website. And it's becoming more and more updated. It's not done.
Yeah, we're working on it. But that's how you get to it. What scuba certification you need to be rebreather certified? So I think it depends on the agency, but most agencies want you to have like rescue training at least, like stress and rescue training.
For rebreather?
For rebreather, yeah.
Not IANTD.
Depends on the agency. That's what I mentioned.
I think Patty CCR does. I'm not sure about SSI's, but my IANTD, you don't have to be a rescue diver, but you do need to have rescue techniques. You will do rescue skills in your basic CCR class, and you certainly should know CPR, right? Because if God forbid something happened, you need to know CPR for your buddy.
Yep. Any common blow-off valve rings issues? No. Any update with the deco sickness? He recovered.
Well, if you're talking about the Dan update, we will be doing that. We said that at the beginning of this broadcast. They've been great. They're really working with us. We're just waiting on one more round of transcripts, but I think it's going to be a very positive outcome for the world. That's the direction it's going in.
This is a good question from Price CCR Diver. Do you think once rebreathers get more popular and oxygen sensor technologies get more advanced, open circuit will go away, will go extinct? No,
I don't.
because you need to be able to bail out to open circuit if your rebreather fails.
Yeah, and I think that there's just a barrier to entry with rebreather diving. We're trying to change that with the Dive Talk Go, but for price, level of training, ease of use, I think there will always be a open circuit. Not like, and Gus is right. You can't dive a rebreather without a bailout option.
Yeah.
Is there a credit card I recommend?
No, they keep asking if you got your pink American Express.
You know, there is a rose color one that they ended up promoting a lot more now. I keep seeing all over Amex now. I don't know if I had anything to do with that, but there's a rose colored one, but not the bright, beautiful pink one that I would love them to do.
Yep. Let's see. What else? What other questions?
Is there a science to a speedy optimal recovery for deco sickness? No. It's really actually the lack of science is what I have found to be the most remarkable part about decompression sickness. Everything from the symptoms to the treatment to what caused it. Boom. That's what the reality of decompression sickness is. It's like, it's really strange. It's so much unknown still. But I feel great. Dove with Doug recently. Big cave dives. Awesome. Hydrated and peed every second, which I didn't even mean not to hydrate. On the dive we did, I don't even know if it, by the way, I don't even know if it was dehydration. Just because we said maybe it could have been, possibly, was I dehydrated? Maybe. Possibly, was I working too hard? Maybe. Possibly that day, did I not eat a banana in the morning? It's like, I don't even know. It's hard to really
It's weird because you
anything.
eat so healthy.
I mean, I didn't eat my normal
Barbecue
Cheetos
chips
and barbecue chips that day. I mean, that probably was not a good idea. But did I follow my dive computer? Did we? Yes. It's really, unfortunately, we're not going to get any concrete answers. But what we are going to get, and what is going to come out of it, is better procedures for the world from Dan. I am positive of that.
Yeah.
That I do care about.
Yep. Somebody asked what's coming up, what new videos we have coming in. We have several videos coming in starting this Monday, but I will, if I finish editing one today, I'm going to release it to members. At least the top 2 tiers of members will have access to it, and then we'll start releasing the other ones. But we have several weeks of videos coming up.
My father is keen to try a DST.
Yeah, that's a good question.
However, he's a diabetic and is concerned that this could be a negative. Is diving more complicated to diabetics in general? He's seeking medical advice first. Well, I was going to answer by he needs to get medical advice, right? Because I don't think it's an automatic prohibition if you're diabetic to be able to dive. Just like if you have asthma, it's not automatically that you can't dive. There are risks that you have to understand and then get approved by a qualified doctor.
Yep. This is a good question from Carla. Is there such a thing as a dive caddy like golfers have? I have a bad back and would need someone to carry my gear if I ever learn to dive.
I so want one.
You say that. Well, okay, but we will have one at the meetup in Bon Air.
Gosh,
so one of the things that we set up for the meetup is exactly what you're saying. You literally show up at the boat. All your gear will be there. People carried it and set it up. You just put it on to get in the water. And some people, by the way, while I was there, they couldn't carry their gear. It was too heavy. So they would hand it to them in the water. So it was weightless. They would put it on, go dive, come out, take it off in the water, and just get on the boat through the ladder.
Beautiful.
Nothing on them. It was 100% like a caddy.
That's concierge.
Yeah, concierge. It was amazing. And that's what we're going to get at the meetup in Bon Air later this year in July. So definitely come in and get 5-star.
Do you know who my caddy is by chance on this trip?
We'll see. Have you ever dived caves in Europe? Not yet. Not yet.
No, that's awesome. A dive Sherpa. I like that. Yeah.
Amazing.
Love
Please
it.
come and visit India. Underwater caves, many of them unexplored. That would be awesome.
Yes, that would be very cool.
Yeah. Closest I've been to diving in India is the Maldives. But I've been to India, just not diving. Let's see. What else? You guys have plans to make another great episode with Ed Sorensen? Yeah, hopefully. Any plans to dive with Mike or with Ed?
Of course.
Yes.
Definitely.
Mike will be in Bonaire, by the way. So if you want to dive with Mike, that's the best place to
What's
do it.
considered the Everest of the diving world? You know, for cave diving, a lot of people have called it Eagle's Nest in Florida.
Nest, yeah.
Sometimes they refer to that as the Mount Everest of caves. And I think it's just because when you enter Eagle's Nest, it's literally, I'm not joking, a straight tube directly down.
Chimney.
It's like a chimney, and you go straight down, and at the bottom of that chimney, you're probably, I think you're at like 110 or 20 feet at the bottom.
Yeah,
Something
I think
100
it
or
breaks
110
up.
feet.
No, I think it breaks up at 80 feet. That's when like chimney ends,
Okay.
and that goes into the ballroom, and
And
that
it just
goes down
drops.
to 130.
There you go.
So it's 50 feet tall.
I mean,
yeah.
you could
It's
be at
huge.
200 feet in Eagle's Nest fast. It's just, and it's massive. So, and it's dark. I mean, all caves are dark, but it's so big that the
This is a
walls
good-
just absorb light.
This is a good comment. This is about the concierge dive. It says, I'm such a control freak that I would take the equipment apart to check it myself. You don't have to use the concierge if you go to Bonaire. As a matter of fact, if you want to, because there's 24/7 shore diving. If you want to shore dive, then you're responsible for your gear. Only boat diving is concierge. But you can say, I'm not interested. I want to deal with my own gear. They'll be happy to let you do the work. Why not? Right? So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're going to see my pink gear already on the boat, and I'm not going
Set
to
up.
carry any of it. I don't have any desire to do that.
Nice. How do you clean and dry the inner thermal clothes of a dry suit?
You mean the garments?
I guess the undergarments, yeah.
I just wash it just in a regular wash.
And
But
let it dry.
but my actual dry suit, I thought that's where you were going. I recently did the Trilam material. I just soaked it in a bathtub in Slosh. That's the brand, SLOSH, and then hung it upside down. And they make hangers that are like dry suit hangers that blow air up in it. It just makes it smell great.
Yeah, they're great.
I may or may not have worn a diaper on the last dive, and it may or may not
That's-
have leaked my pee-pee into
We
the
don't.
dry suit.
That's
I
definitely
said I
not
may or may
something
not have.
We
It's
have
a
to share
technical thing, pee-pee.
with people here. Wow. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Any more questions?
No.
We've only done 33 minutes, and people already don't have questions. We typically go for like 2 hours.
We're not today. We can't.
Not
Oh.
today, but people don't have any more questions, I guess. Do you panic underwater?
I have not.
None.
I never have, but I know people that have told me they have, and I've seen it. It is a how do they describe it? They cannot control things anymore. Their mind does completely shut down, and they are in survival mode, which
Yeah.
can lead them to, without thinking, bolt to the surface. So it's scary.
Yep. A few easy questions here. Number one, would you recommend to become a rebreather diver when you're considering to become a serious cave diver?
Yes, I would definitely recommend that you dive a rebreather if you're cave diving. I think it's so much safer.
Yeah.
Because I think you have way more options. I really do. And you have so much time to deal with things if something goes wrong. A rebreather gives you time, right? To take your time, that you're not panicking that you're going to run out of air. And, God forbid something happens, you would have time.
Yep. Do you worry about sharks?
No. Yeah, I worry when I don't see any because then I worry that the reef isn't healthy.
Yeah. Have you ever been injured by a marine creature? No.
One time not diving, I jumped in the Gulf of Mexico and one of those man o' wars antennas laced my stomach. I was like a rocket ship jumping back on the boat. And it was just like it's like somebody whipped me all over my stomach. It was just burning. It was an instant. It's like laying in the water. I'm on fire. I don't know.
The worst one for me was at the aquarium. I got bit by Tank.
Oh, really?
The turtle,
That
yeah.
guy.
So I was just scrubbing like some rocks, and all of a sudden it's like, this bite on the side, and I'm like, what? It was Tank. Yeah. This massive sea turtle that's at the Georgia Aquarium. That's the worst one.
He just wanted your attention.
Yeah.
He's an
what
attention seeker.
What's up? So that was interesting. Let's see.
Have you ever dived with somebody that you would never dive with again because of something they did, and what did they do?
I don't know, man. I feel like the only thing that turns me off from dive buddies is when they are like when they are how do you call this? When they are sketchy is not the right word, but it's like the people that like to cancel in the last second, and that will say we'll go diving next weekend, and then when you're like, okay, what time do I pick you? Oh yeah, no, my kid is sick. Like there's always something. Those are the people that turn me off, and I do have several dive buddies in the past throughout the years that I've stopped diving with because they were unreliable. I guess that's the right word. When people are unreliable, it just turns me off. Even when they're super late. Like lately I've had the opportunity to go diving with people. It's like, okay, I'll see you at 9 and I'll be there at 10:30. Like, dude, where's this guy? It's just I don't like that. If there's a chance that I will tell you I won't invite you diving again, it won't be because you're inexperienced or you're too new or whatever. Like that doesn't bother me whatsoever, but it's because you're unreliable. Yeah.
That is frustrating.
Hi from Medellin. What's up, Lyle?
Woody, do you believe in USOS?
Yeah, Flaky will be one.
USOS. I don't know what USOS means. Unless you mean UFOs, but of course.
JP Angst. Thank you for the super chat. Just signed up for open water class. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Lyle, we just got back from a dive trip in
Curacao.
Curacao, sorry.
Yeah.
And have you been there? Yes. Really nice island. I've been there years ago when I was a little kid. I was on a cruise actually with my parents, and we stopped there.
Nice. In your opinion, what is the most significant discovery or contribution to science that has come from cave diving exploration? I mean, just all the rules of cave diving, I feel like, they're amazing. And understanding our aquifers, especially in Florida, understanding how vast they are and where they go, has really helped with construction and all of that and pollution and whatnot. So that has been great as well. Let's see.
I'm looking for the serious questions. Some of them are funny, but I'm not reading them. How does the Go compare to the Choptima? It's funny that you asked me. I finally got to dive the Choptima. I'd never dove an electronic rebreather before. So it was a twofer for me. It was a chest mount. The Choptima is a chest mount and an electronic rebreather. And guess what? I really liked the Choptima. But did I like it better than the Go? That's the question, which is a mechanical rebreather. Yeah. The Go's counter lugs are completely different, and it's so much smaller and lighter. No comparison for me. I liked the Choptima because of the novelty. Cool. Wow, look, it's keeping my PO2.
Yeah.
But that thing on the ascent was just blowing gas into me, man. The Choptima be like, stop it. Like, I don't want you to do that. And I just cut it off. And what did I have to do? Go manual. So it's like defeats the whole purpose of the extra thousands of dollars, right? But it's super well made. Hey, Choptima World, and I don't want them mad at me. Amazing.
Yeah.
High quality piece of gear. I like simple, easy, small.
Yeah.
No difficulty with the work of breathing. And when I dove the Go for the first time, I'm like, Mike, this is going to change the world. It's amazing. Just unbelievably easy. So, I mean, I'll dive the Go.
Yeah.
Probably I will dive the Go every dive I do. except for cave diving, which I will still use the Sidewinder. You could use the Go, but
or super deep dives or whatever. Like the Go is not made for that.
Right now, the Go is is rated with a 3-hour scrubber, but I would use the Kiss Spirit for anything probably below, for like a full trimix 333-foot dive. I would use the Sidewinder for a pretty significant cave dive, and every other dive, which is the majority of what I would do, I would use the Go. I will be using the Go.
Right. And what Woody's talking about, for those of you who joined us late, by the way, we're almost up to 300 viewers. So that's awesome.
Wow.
Thank you
Hi,
so
everybody.
much. But yeah, we are releasing, and we haven't formally announced it yet and promoted it and talked about all the features, but we will be releasing our first product, which is a rebreather. We're going to be bringing up a rebreather to the market. It's called the Dive Talk Go. And that's what Woody's talking about, the Go. And it's designed for you guys, for the people watching the show, those of you who are brand new with diving, that, you know, are frustrated. For example, this was me too. When I started diving, I was frustrated. I would jump in the water and my air will be out way before everyone else. Like, they're like, oh, this dive is going to be an hour. And like 25 minutes in, I'm at like 1,000 PSI. I'm like, oh no. Those are the kinds of divers that will benefit tremendously from the Go. And even those who are experienced, instructors, etc. The best thing about the Go is that you don't have to buy any other gear that you don't already own. You're an open water or open circuit diver, the Go straps right into your BCD.
All recreational BCDs, man. Right. It's just literally 4 clips. Clip, 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 clip.
Yeah.
Or you could put like a bolt snap on it, and you're going. And it back mount your normal back mount rig, right, with your normal primary and octo.
Don't change any of that stuff.
You have to add one thing. How much does a low pressure inflator hose cost?
Low pressure inflator hose.
Boom. One low pressure
plug
inflator
it into
hose.
the rebreather, and you're good to go. And you can dive for 3 hours straight and use none of your tank, because you will basically use it only if you bail out. This is how it works on a typical boat, outing. All right. This is you with a Go. You have all of the gear that you normally have. The only thing you're going to do is, before you jump in the water, you will strap the Go on your chest and you're good to go. Now you will go down first. You do the whole hour dive, not worried about, I'm going to run out of air in 25 minutes or whatever. All of the divers will go back on the boat because they're out of air. You can do the entire surface interval underwater diving, waiting for them to finish whatever they're doing for their hour that they're on the boat. Then they'll jump back in and join you. You will do the second dive after you did the first and the surface interval all underwater. Do the whole hour for the second dive. They all get on the boat, and then you come on the boat last. You jump in first, come out last. Never had to get on the boat in the meantime, right, for the surface interval. And when you get back on the boat, and everybody's like, how much you have left? 500 PSI. How much you have? 400. I barely made it. How much I have? 700. And you look at yours, 3,000. Full tank.
That's amazing.
After 3 hours.
It's so awesome.
It's unbelievable. It's awesome.
It's just so awesome. And, there's no bubble, so it's silent diving. And when you're with a group of rebreather divers, what I like about the Go is now you can be with the rebreather diver boat.
Absolutely.
And just on Cozumel, we were doing like 2-hour dives every dive, right? How awesome is that?
Yeah.
Just imagine just jumping in and when you can't feel the Go underwater. I wear the exact same weight with the Go on that I do without it in a recreational rig. And it's very light on the boat. I think that thing with Sorb in it is probably 20 pounds total with the tank.
I feel
it
like
could be 15
less.
even.
Yeah.
I actually
Super
need
lightweight.
to know that. Underwater, it's neutral. 0-0 neutral.
It's
awesome.
amazing. This is a good question. Do you need any special training like all the rebreathers? Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes, you will.
You need rebreather training.
And I'm going to be doing some of that, but we're expanding.
If you're already certified on another unit, you can do a crossover.
Easy crossover.
It's the same as any other rebreather.
And we are expanding it. Our dive instructors now, I just worked with somebody today that's getting it into PADI. Somebody else is getting it into SSI. And I worked with somebody else today that is getting it into RAID. And there is currently available course. I'm teaching it through IANTD. So this thing is going to happen quickly, and we are pretty excited to roll it out.
And I know that people want to know how much is it going to be. It's okay. We don't have the final price yet. It's going to be the most affordable rebreather. Of course, we want everyone to have one. But the point is, the rebreather is going to be configurable like when you buy a car. You want leather seats. You want a sunroof. Like you want a better sound system. Not that the rebreather will come with a sound system, but the point is we want to give people options too. You want to have the super suited out, amazing with all the options. It's going to be more expensive than the entry rebreather. So we will have some options for you.
But even with its decked out, as Gus put it,
it will be less than every other rebreather.
I don't think any of them are even half. I think we're half the price, actually. And this thing is...
You can buy 2 of ours.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, for a chopped them out or any of these other units that people want to compare it to. So
yes.
Yeah, definitely we hope...
How do you get on the list? That's a good question. So just wait. We're not really doing a list yet. We don't want to take anybody's money where we make a big promise. The release date is this and we held your money. We're just not like that. But I do think a production version, I would say, is within a couple of months. Gus and I just received the other day in the mail another upgraded version that we're testing. 2
latest versions, yeah.
Right? It's even more streamlined and beautiful. And then the final production version, which, by the way, is gorgeous. Nobody has seen it except for Gus and I. And, oh, man. It's just awesome. It's totally different than those few of you out there that have dove it or got certified on it. It's quite different already from what even you've seen.
And by the way, we will be at DEMA. We have a booth at DEMA.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to check it out in person before you buy it and all that, we'll be at DEMA, which is in Las Vegas this year. So even if you want to just stop by Las Vegas, I mean, it's awesome. Come and meet us at DEMA in Vegas.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Well,
I'll be out all night long partying in Vegas.
I'm
for
sure.
Any of those that want to hang with me.
Right. Have you ever dived with a celebrity, Mike? I think
Ed.
He's a celebrity. Yeah. Ed is a celebrity.
Harry.
Yeah. Jonathan Bird.
Christina, Jonathan Bird. I mean,
everyone
they're
but
all,
us, basically.
Not us, but everybody else. Yes.
Everyone but us. What is the depth the Go Rebreather is good for? So the certifications that we're going for, again, is just recreational depth. So 130 feet, 40 meters, that kind of thing. But the unit has been tested to 200. So the Go can do more, right? We don't want to be like, it's 131 feet. Don't go deeper.
And not only did it test to 200,
Watch.
Mike was blown away by the results. So that's all coming.
So
and we'll be...
So 40 meters,
it will be able to be certified on it in the future, probably with your same unit. You won't have to do anything different to a deeper depth later as those courses emerge. So you don't have to buy another one.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat from Gamer Dave.
Yeah.
Hey guys, good to see you both. How are you doing now, Woody? Yeah, I feel great. How are things going with the dive insurance company? Pretty good. I got to tell you, they've been really cooperative. They absolutely have kind of given me a sneak peek of some of the changes that they're making, which I think are really going to benefit the world. So I'm really happy with that. We are going to do a big update. We still have not met with them. We're waiting for a couple of more pieces of information to come. But I would tell you, it's good, and I feel great. I feel better than ever. I'm working out hard again and been diving, and so all good.
Yep, awesome. Will the Go Rebreather require an O2 cylinder? Yes.
Yeah.
Like all rebreathers.
A little one sits right on the bottom. Perfect.
Yep. Will they be out by Bonaire and be able to be trained by Bonaire? I hope so.
I think so.
I mean, we really, really hope so. But worst case scenario, we will have them in Bonaire. So people are signing up for the Try Rebreathers. They can try them in person there. We're going to do them all in Goes. And I don't know. Maybe we should run some special promotion where people get a discount if they order while they're in Bonaire.
I think we could do that. 391 Wombat. Great question. I'm 68. Started diving at 13. Gave it up for career, family, etc. Started diving 4 years ago. Am I too old to consider tech rebreathers? No way. Am I in good? I am in good health. Absolutely. That's what I was going to ask you.
You were 81 when you got certified.
I mean, I'm 98 and I'm fine. No, listen. Absolutely. In fact, I personally think it's better for you at your age to be on a rebreather than open circuit. I think you're better off maintaining a 1.2 PO2 while you're diving for your body when you're older than open circuit where you have no control over your PO2. If you don't know what I just referred to, it's better for you. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Several people have asked us to make more open circuit content, and when do we, can we do some open circuit stuff and open circuit dives and record them? We have done that in the past, but it's just like, why? Like once you have a Go or a Spirit or whatever, a rebreather, it's like I just don't see it.
I can't see myself not putting the Go on. I just would rather be on a rebreather. I'm not kidding you. I truly feel better. I feel better. I feel that, that nitrogen headache, like when you're on open circuit. I do anyway. You kind of get a headache. You just get none of that on a rebreather.
Yeah. And it's the same, like once you go through all the trouble of getting DPV certified, like the chances of you seeing a video of us at Ginny or Little River where we're swimming, like
zero,
complete imbeciles.
That last DPV dive I just did there, I remember thinking, I'm so happy I'm on a DPV.
And I think you would be the same, by the way. If you get a Go, for example, what are the chances that you're just going to be like, you know what? I don't want to be safer today. I don't want to do 3 hours on the water today. I'm just going to go open circuit. Or almost zero. You will want to be on the go. That's the whole point of getting one.
Definitely. Wow. Thank you, Gamer Dave. Let me read this. That's really nice of you. That's great to hear. Woody, you're doing a great thing for all divers. Hopefully just shame it took what it take across to address this. Never the less good of them for addressing it to make things right. Yeah. And I get it. I know it probably, maybe it was, obviously with dive talk and all of that, but I still got to now give them credit. I was really thinking they weren't going to go in this direction and they were going to get super defensive and we did nothing wrong. And that's not the case. So let's see. I do know that I think the world will be better off. And that's what we need, right? We need to make sure that that you have the protection that you think you have. That's what I'm looking for. Like, I don't want you to be in a situation where it's like, I can't get the treatment I need unless I have the ability to fork up $18,000. Like that can't happen again. That was really bad. Mm-hmm. So I think we're good. You're going to find some good stuff come out of this.
That's awesome.
I have dove an O2 only unit by just basically diving on my Go or my I think it was my Kiss Spirit. I just only took O2. I just hung around at like to 20 feet.
We have left tanks underwater and then oxygen only to the tanks and then strap them underwater and then go.
It feels pretty good, but you can be a little light, so you got to be careful.
Yeah. Will Woody assemble the rebreathers? Absolutely not. No. Neither will I, by the way.
No.
The Go. No, it's Mike. We partner up with Mike Young.
No, he's seriously, he's that good. Like he's going to be manufacturing them.
Yeah.
No, he is. He's a whole nother level there. No, I agree, Emmons. It does say a lot about the company that can, self-reflect and let's give this time. I promise.
Yeah.
It's in the works. I know it's taking way longer than we thought, but
we're working.
It's going to happen. Is the Go going to have a relatively easy checklist? Oh, man, the setup of the Go, by the way, assembling it, come on. Pour the sorbent and put two pieces together. Do a positive and negative.
Yeah.
And go. This is the easiest rebreather. That's why I'm a simpleton. I don't like all the tinkering and configuring and making, if I change this, I got to change that. And who needs that? This thing is so easy. Yes.
It's awesome.
It is much, much easier to assemble than any other rebreather that I've personally put together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's one of
what fins do you use, guys? We use the Deep 6 Eddy fins. Prices here, Diver. Thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Thank you.
And by the way, if you go to Deep 6 and look at their fins, there's a Dive Talk edition of the Eddy fins. And they come in, one fin is orange, one fin is pink, which is pretty cool. So go and check it out. And use code DiveTalk for 10% off. Why not? While you're at it. Gus, are you a doctor? No, I mean, I know people watch our videos and hear my comments and they are like, this guy must be a doctor. I mean, that's the smartest thing I've ever heard.
Mention the last one because
he should be a professor.
The other 85,000 comments that told you were more.
No, I'm not a doctor.
that's a long discussion about the difference between the VPM, the bubble model versus the Bowman decal. There's so many. It's just Google it. But we dive. I'll just tell you, we dive the Bowman because it's Shearwater believes in it. So guess what, Dr. Gustavo, are you smarter than Shearwater? Do you think?
No.
Do you think if they picked the Bowman that you probably would want to go with the Bowman?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow what they say.
That's probably a good idea.
For sure. We should try to do Saskatoon in the Yucatan Peninsula. Yeah, that looks. Every time I see a video from that place, it looks awesome.
Would you ever dive with orcas? I mean,
tomorrow if I could.
It's not like would we ever. If orcas were around and we were diving, I would probably cry underwater,
of
and
happiness.
I would come back on the boat, and I would be. This was maybe the single greatest moment of my life.
That's right.
That's what would happen.
Yeah. Am I still training martial arts? No, I stopped a while ago. They moved my school, and it's just too far. I know. Excuses.
Yes, I do, Jimbo. I do believe I am cephalopod, in fact, because I could talk to them. And I don't know how to communicate telepathically with the underwater marine world, but I do.
Would either of you ever be breathing liquid? I hope not.
Oh, you mean
stuff
like
went
in
wrong.
the abyss?
I guess so.
I don't know. Maybe someday. I think the problem they keep saying with it is that everybody dies of pneumonia after doing it. So I
guess so. We got 3 more minutes, guys. So let's see what questions we can answer in 3 minutes. What was the largest creature you encountered diving? I guess a whale shark. I mean, it doesn't get bigger than that.
Yep. Well, it does get bigger. What's the biggest animal in the world is the
blue whale.
The blue whale,
which I haven't seen.
I would love to.
I would die of a heart attack of happiness. Have you all been to Truck Lagoon? I have not. My trip was canceled, but you have been.
Oh, that's good to know that Dan South Africa had some excellent videos in the discussion of the different algorithms. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Let's see. What else? Do you watch Brave Wilderness? Yeah, I've seen some of his videos. Is that Coyote Peterson guy, I guess? That gets bitten by all this. Dude, this guy is legit. He would take like the worst insects you can think of. Like there'll be like vampire scorpion flying things. And like let me just see what happens if this thing bites me.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just insanity. It's crazy. But it's very entertaining.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that.
Have
you
you
ever
tried
panicked? Somebody said underwater.
Huh.
No, I really haven't felt that feeling of panic.
Mm-hmm.
Even ever, I never have. I've not tried the Liberty CCR.
No?
Did you?
No.
I know you do. You're certified now on the Sidekick, which is it's a side mount like the Liberty
Rebreather.
It's like a side mounted rebreather.
Yeah.
So
I haven't tried it. I would try it, and I
nice.
have like an open invite from Joe Busquez at Divesoft, which is the makers of the Liberty, and they he was like, hey, whenever you're ready, he's in Cave Country, so it's like whenever you want to try it, let me know.
Nice.
So he would.
They make really high quality gear.
Yeah,
they
Divesoft
really do.
makes good stuff. How many continents have you guys cave dived in? Just North America, I guess. Because I've never done it in South America or Europe or
Central. Yeah.
North America. I think Bahamas is part of North America, right? So.
Yep.
Have you progressed in your Spanish? Oh, man.
I have.
That's terrible. Ever had a boat go over you while you're diving? Oh, yeah, I've seen many boats go over.
So many times in Florida.
Yeah, and in Mexico, and yeah, for sure.
Well, let's see. One more question.
We got 30 seconds.
So let's see. I'm trying to
streaming on Twitch. I don't know. We don't have a Twitch account.
I don't even know what it is. I have a Twitch, but I've never seen a Twitch.
That's not okay.
I have literally cannot even begin to tell you what it is.
It's not stream with a Twitch. No.
I mean, I have all kinds of Twitches, but that's nothing to do with what maybe you're asking. What else are we talking about?
Let's see. One last question. One good question. Let's end with a good one. Let's see.
Wow, thank you all for the nice comments and how long you've been with us and all of that. Thank you.
At what age do you know that you wanted to become a cave diver? I'm not sure. I guess I was 30,
couple years ago.
35, something like that. 36.
And I'm 39 now, so
yeah.
Being that I'm 39 now.
So when you were 1, that's when you. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good question to wrap it up. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Over 300 of you at some point.
Wow. That's awesome.
We appreciate you. Sorry that we've been gone for so long, but there's some more videos coming. For those of you going to Bonaire, look forward to diving with you. Look forward to seeing you in Bonaire. We're going to give away so much stuff.
Oh, some great
it's going to be
stuff.
Dumb.
We got a lot of stuff given to us for this trip.
We might give just everyone one thing or two. Like, I don't know. Like, we have so much stuff.
And it's good stuff, though. That's what I like.
Oh, it's going to be great. And speakers are great. Place is great. I cannot wait for July 6th.
Me too, man.
Very excited. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everybody.